Webster. She'll tell you where to be. Emily, we're going to do them by numeric order. Their jersey numbers.
Is that in your phone when you go to that's what? Put on the ground too.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sehome High School, your home for Sehome Mariners soccer. This evening, we are taking a few minutes to honor the hard work and dedication of our senior athletes, and also recognize the commitment and support given to these athletes by their families. As a school district, we believe that some of the greatest lessons learned through high school are those presented through the athletic arena, and we commend our seniors for committing the time and energy take part in these opportunities. Congratulations to all of our seniors competing today. We are all very proud of you. And now for our seniors here at Sehome High School. Starting with number 0, Claire Hickey. Claire is accompanied tonight by her parents, John and Janet. Claire has been in the program for 4 years. Claire's favorite memory is volunteering with the Summer Youth Soccer Camp.
Good afternoon, coming to you live from Sehome High School. We got 2 minutes to kickoff left here on this beautiful evening. My name is Bane Mitchell, here tonight live in the booth with my brother Kanoa Mitchell.
Hey guys, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm really excited for this matchup tonight. You know, it's senior night. It's a big Thursday night. It's a crisp 45 degrees, and the sun's down, the lights are shining, and we are ready to play some soccer tonight.
Energy is just buzzing right now, isn't it, Kanoa?
Oh, it's nothing like I've ever seen it before. You know, we introduced all the seniors, the flowers, the tears, pictures. It's all coming together to be a great night.
Silly Bez out of the way, teams are starting to focus up. You can just feel it ramping up. Going to be a great one tonight.
A little less than 1 minute until kickoff, Bane. What are we expecting from the teams tonight?
Well, Sehome High School, we have known to be a very successful team this year. I mean, they've just got great chemistry. A lot of the girls have been playing together for quite a while now, so it's just beautiful build-up in the play, and, you know, see a lot of scoring opportunities, but can they finish is the idea here.
Yeah, and you know, against Squalicum High School too, it's always going to be a big rivalry game. So it's just everything really fell into place. You know, the rivalry, the senior night, what's at stake with districts coming up. You know, it's a lot's on the line tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to be a very high-intensity game. Love to see this.
There's the horn. The teams are going to line up for walkouts and introductions.
As we begin, a reminder that interscholastic sports are an extension of the classroom, that lessons are learned where the proper respect is given to Number 8, junior midfielder, Ania Sawicki. Number 9, junior defender, Sloan McCoy. Number 10, junior forward, Kiara Boyd. Number 11, sophomore forward, Kira Cox. Number 12, sophomore midfielder, Arya Sabota. Number 13, junior forward, Aaron Laidlaw. Number 14, sophomore midfielder, Sydney Fuller. Number 15, sophomore defender, Madeline Potts. Number 16, junior defender, Isla Hawley. Number 17, freshman defender, Maddie Zankich. Number 18, freshman forward, Siri Hogland. Number 19, freshman defender, London Brooks. Number 20, freshman defender, Maya Dryland. And number 21, freshman goalkeeper, Leilana Perez. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Squalicum Storm. And now for your Sehome Mariners, as announced by our head coach, Emily Webster. Coach Webster is assisted by Alyssa McElroy and Ed Wissing. Number 0, senior goalkeeper, Clarice Hickey. Number 2, junior forward, Ella Berry. Number 3, junior defender, Madison Goodman. Number 4, sophomore midfielder, Bailey Barrett. Number 5, sophomore midfielder, Ayla Woodward. Number 6, sophomore defender, Caitlin Schroeder. Number 8, junior midfielder, Kira Reed. Number 9, senior midfielder, Trya Mitchell. Number 10, junior midfielder, Emery Samuelson. Number 11, senior defender, Lydia Sweat. Number 12, sophomore forward, Alexis Maldonado. Number 14, sophomore defender, Macy Alexander. Number 15, sophomore forward, Kylie E. Chubich. Number 16, junior defender, Zoe Young. Number 17, freshman defender, Maya Jorgensen. Number 18, sophomore forward, Amaya Reed. Number 20, freshman defender, Riley Valiant. Number 21, sophomore forward, Vivian Moss. Number 22, freshman midfielder, Kayla Reeves. And number 23, freshman defender, Ingrid Young. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Sehome Mariners. The officials for tonight's contest, referees Stephen Peters and assistant referees Michael Skelton and Nathan Crosby. Tonight's contest is being live streamed. Some of you may have noticed them up on the deck. That's our visual and communications class live streaming tonight's game. It's on YouTube Live, I believe, on the Sehome channel. So you can probably check into a delayed broadcast of that after the contest is over.
Big thanks to Cushman, always out here announcing the teams. Happy 25th, big guy. Can't believe Can't believe you're already 25. The days do fly these days, don't they?
Yeah, you know, with Colin Cushman, some things never change, and he's always been just a statement of the Sehome sporting community. And, you know, it's just a pleasure to have him here every week and every game, supporting the team.
Absolutely. Well said, Kenoa. Players to look for tonight. Kenoa, who do we think is going to be a standout type of gal?
You know, for me personally, I haven't been keeping up with the WIAA as much as I should be. I'm probably very underqualified to be here. I'm more of I'm a big XFL announcer myself in my spare time, so it's hard for me to make a accurate judgment here. But I feel like, you know, because of the occasion, you know, looking out for people like the seniors, you know, it's a big night for them. They're all here to impress and show out. Some of them might be playing out of position, you know, trying to enjoy themselves, trying to make an impact. So give me just anyone on the Sehome Mariners roster. You know, it's a big day. It's a good day to be a Mariner. I'm happy to be a Mariner. I'm happy to be around Mariners. So that's going to be my pick. What about you, Bane?
I mean, I think that's just a fantastic analysis. For me personally, though, I think I'm going to be looking at number 9, senior Trya Mitchell. I mean, just quite an outstanding player this season, playing all over the pitch. She's been playing striker. She's been playing center back. She's been playing defensive mid, attacking mid, center mid. She's been playing goalkeeper, for goodness sake. I mean, she is just a versatile player, and she's good at everything she does. And I think tonight that's going to show, and she's going to be making some opportunities and stopping some opportunities, you know, being where she needs to be. And I think it's going to be a great time to see.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Trya Mitchell, standout player, playing some Division II soccer next year here at Western. That's a pretty big deal. Moving to the other side of the ball, though, if you had to pick someone on the Squalicum lineup to look out for, who are you going after?
And I mean, just off of like what I've seen from them this season so far, I would have to take no one. I mean, just based off of the performance this year, I just don't think I can make an accurate decision there.
You know, I'm very keen on the defenders myself. I'm very curious to see what Sloan McCoy can do. I'm curious to see what Riley Carter can do. I'm curious to see what Haley Stewart can do. And, you know, also, you know, senior, we got Hannah Bates out there, senior leader. So it's going to be very interesting to see what she can do.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. Kickoff has been done, and we're just playing some footy. It's going to be a Squalicum Storm throw-in. Number 1, Lexi Robbins taking the throw here. Ball down line. Won by the Mariners. Can they settle it? Ball called out for a throw-in. Another Storm throw-in. Number 1, Lexi Robbins taking the throw-in.
I think a big key for the game today is going to be the transitional moments. Who can take advantage of the other team being out of position? Who's got more pace? Who's got the better decision making? And who, honestly, at the end of the day, it's who has the best chemistry.
Yeah, and I mean, those counterattacks are really what we see in these high school games. You know, catching the other team out of position, catching them too far up, out of their wits, and then just pace down the line, and you're through on goal, odd numbers up, and it's just wonderful opportunities where we're seeing most of our goals in the high school season.
And that's going to roll too far. We're going to have a goal kick for Sehome High School. 2 minutes in, the ball hasn't left Sehome's half. Is that cause for concern, Ben?
You know, no, not here. I mean, the game's going to start out slow. It's how it's going to be, but I think pretty soon here they're going to get their wits knocked into them, and we're going to start, you know, possessing the ball. But I think it's just going to take a second here for Sehome to wake up and realize that this isn't a free win, and they're going to have to start working.
And now finally, almost 3 minutes in, the ball's entered the half. It's taken right back. Firm challenge there. And that's going to be out for another Squalicum throw-in. Lexi Robbins, you can see her taking a lot of throw-ins on the right side today. Playing right back. It's typically what you're going to see from her.
Yeah, and as you can tell, you know, Squalicum playing with that 5-back, you know, they've got their wing backs up high, and that's going to be a cause for attack here. You know, Sehome's going to have to be careful and watch those pacey wingers, you know, streaking down the sideline, because that can catch them off guard, and then just like that, they can be down. So they got to be real careful about that.
It's going to be another throw for Squalicum. And, you know, although the ball's really stayed in Sehome's half primarily so far, 4 minutes in, it's really been a very back-and-forth game. No one's really been able to string more than a couple passes together. Is this going to be the common theme for the game, or you think she's going to take some settling in?
I mean, I really hope it's not going to be a theme. This type of soccer is not what we like to see. It's a lot of back and forth, not a lot of possession. It's just not the soccer we know. But I do believe in a few minutes here we'll see a quick turnaround in the passion.
Squalicum's pressure has been really impressive so far. They haven't really given Sehome much of an opportunity to do anything with the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've been playing sort of a high press here, and they've been playing pretty aggressive on the pressure, so really just keeping Sehome pinned in their own half here, and not much they can do about it.
Coming from a player like yourself, Bane, you know, you're always going to play against players who you've probably previously been teammates with. Oh, there's a nice through ball from Tryon Mitchell.
What can they do with this?
Oh,
Can
she's in on
Kylie
goal.
Ivicic finish it?
Oh,
It's a great
that's
save
a great
by Kai
save from the
Loveland.
goalkeeper. Oh, that's lovely. Got off quick, made herself big. That's a great save, top class.
Really what we like to see. I mean, a beautiful opportunity, but an even better save. Kai Loveland, just a great technique there. Coming out, bit of a tiger swan action there as she slides in, you know, breaks down the angle and stops that shot.
From the other side of the ball, too, that was a great through ball from Tryon Mitchell, using her off foot to split the defenders. It was really well done.
Absolutely, and just beautifully weighted, not too light, so that Kylie has to slow down her sprint. She can stay at a full stride, but also not too heavy that it's just going straight to the goalkeeper. It's just what we love to see.
And that's just kind of the soccer you see from Sehome. You know, it's just pure dominance from both the boys' team and the girls' team year after year. You know, they always string together some really good clubs, so it's going to be really interesting to see how the rest of this game plays out.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree more with that statement. They're kind of...
Yeah, especially the boys' soccer team from about 2 years ago. That was one really world-class team.
Too bad they got third, and last year we got second. By we, I mean Sehome High School. I'm not affiliated. Good win there by Ayla Woodworth. Ball out for free, and Kylie Ivicic picking it up. Cutting inside, looking for a long ball. Can she connect? There it is to Vivian Moss. Foul called there in Sehome's favor.
Not really sure what the call there was, but won't see anyone complain about it. Squalicum seems to agree. They're dropping back deep.
Number 6, Kate Schroeder on the ball here. What can she make of this set-piece opportunity?
Squalicum's going to hold the line on at the 25.
Ball's up for grabs. Looks like Sehome's going to get an opportunity to settle. Still popping around. Who's going to come out with the possession? Looks like Sehome can to keep the ball, though. Great tackle by number 2, Haley Stewart on Squalicum Storm. Ella Perry taking the throw in, down line. Vivian Moss flicks it forward to Amaya Reed. It's intercepted by Squalicum Storm. Ball's out for another Squalicum throw in on the opposite side of the pitch this time. Anna Bates taking the throw in. Squalicum with what might be an opportunity. Great tackle here by Sehome's number 9, Trya Mitchell. Ball out for a Squalicum throw in. Ball won and played long by Kylie Ivichich and Vivian Moss up top receiving it. Won back quickly by Squalicum Storm.
And Moss goes through and picks the pocket. Can see him make something of a quick counter here.
Kylie streaking down the wing. Can she use her pace here? Tries to cut inside and it's picked off by Squalicum.
It's well defended.
Really is.
We're going to see a substitution here for Sehome High School. Leaving the game is going to be number 11, Lydia Sweats. And entering the game is going to be number 15.
16, Zoe Young. Caitlin Schrader taking the Sehome throw in. Ball one in the middle by Ayla Woodworth. And that one is out for a Squalicum throw in. Trya Mitchell, could you make quick work of this? No. It's a turnover, but she wins it right back.
Just to give it right back, you know, it's just sloppy from her. She's got to be playing better there.
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, we do see moments of unquality play from even the best players. Ball one near the wing by Maya Reed, and it's going to be out for Sehome throw-in.
You know, 10 minutes in, Bane, you're starting to see a lot more sustained pressure from Sehome, and I would say they've been the better team through 11 minutes.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, just we saw those first few minutes of panic from them, not sure how to perceive their opponent's pressure, but they've found a way to win it and they found a way to keep it, and we've seen a couple opportunities here, and I think if they sustain this, they can win this game pretty easily here. Ball played over the top.
There's the shot. Oh, it's going to miss the target. Looked to be offsides from up here in the booth, but it's going to be a goal kick for Sehome at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the counterattacks that we were talking about earlier, kind of. I mean, just very, very dangerous in these high school games. You know, teams are getting too comfortable and their back line too high up, you know, not ready for those big long balls for their strikers to run onto, and you have to stay ready for those or else you're going to get punished.
Sehome's going to try and build out of the back here. We'll see how Squalicum's high press fares.
It's going to be a Sehome throw-in for number 2, Ella Perry. Ball won by number 2, Tryon Mitchell, and cleared up towards the front line by number 2, Ella Perry.
Sehome's definitely had the most controlled possession. They're starting to string passes together. They're moving around off the ball very well. They're staying spread out. The build-up's been pretty good from them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've just seen some pretty quality play here so far, but what we need is for them to capitalize, you know. They can have 99 shots and 0 goals, and they'll still get the same amount of points as 10 shots and 10 goals. Sehome throw in, number 6, Zoe Young.
Get another throw in here for Sehome High School. They're just kind of forcing the ball up that left side little by little.
Yeah, and, you know, eventually they'll make their way high enough where they can, you know, create a critical opportunity, a scoring opportunity here if we can just sustain this pressure. Here comes a breakthrough for Squalicum. Playing a through ball, it's won by number 17, Maya Jorgensen.
That ball's going to be cleared all the way back to Claire Hickey.
That ball is punted up to the 48-yard line on the football field here, received by Tryon Mitchell. What can she make of this? Amaya Reed laying it off. Ella Perry back to Amaya Reed, and the ball is played through. Ayla Woodworth attempting to run onto it, but she's in an offsides position. It's going to be a Squalicum kick here.
You know, that was the right idea from Sehome. They quick little short, long play in between the lines. It was really well done. The run was just a half second too early, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a great play. A little bit of tiki-taka, and then they're going to look to release long, and it's what we like to see. It's those attacking opportunities. We just need to time our runs a little bit better there. Good turn here by Kara Reeves, played into the middle to Ayla Woodworth. Ball won by Kylie Ivicic.
Lovely bit of skill right
Bit of
there.
fancy footwork. Love to see that. Attempted to play along to Ayla Woodworth, and it's cleared out by Squalicum Storm. Looking to be a Sehome throw-in. Zoe Young taking this one, number 16. Great tackle here by Tryon Mitchell.
Oh, and that's a harsh challenge.
Fair but meaty, if you ask me.
You know, Maya Jorgensen went in hard there, and you can't blame her. She had a shot at the ball, but at the end of the day, if you don't touch the ball, it's going to be a foul every day of the week.
Yeah, I agree. And as a freshman, I really don't mind that tackle because, you know, you've got to set the tone. Coming into these high school games as a freshman, people think, you know, they're going to be able to push you around, and putting in tackles like that, that's going to set the tone. That's going to tell them that they can't.
Yeah, if anything, that was a really good move from the Sehome side.
What can Squalicum do of this set piece?
It's a good
ball
ball.
played over top. Through to Claire Hickey, and it's
it's
my days.
Cleared off the line by
Almost
Sehome.
an own goal.
Wow. It's going to be a Squalicum Storm corner kick. And they take it short. A little bit of trickery from Squalicum. Cut it back to the top of the box.
Ball's in here.
Oh,
Shot on
shot
goal.
on the back
It is
post.
curled into the
Oh,
top
and
corner.
That's a great finish.
What a finish. Number 4, Ava Simons. beautiful left foot curl into the top left corner, right where Grandma
That was
keeps
just
the
a
cookies.
well-designed corner kick play from Squalicum. You know, that one came straight off the training ground, and Sehome were just caught napping for a second. Paid the price.
They really were. I mean, you've got to be ready for those short corners. They're becoming more and more popular in this high school league, and you got to stay prepared, stay on your toes.
And I mean, Bane too. You got to look at it like this. At the end of the day, like it's been Sehome's game this whole time. No, we're almost 20 minutes in, quarter of the way through the match, and it's been all Sehome. But Squalicum, it just takes one against the run of play.
Yeah, and that's just how it goes sometimes. You can be fully dominant and still lose a game if you don't capitalize your opportunities and if you get caught slipping on defense a couple times, and that's what we're seeing here tonight.
The key for Sehome now is really just don't panic. There's still plenty of time left, and you have been the better team, so you just need to keep your composure and show that you are the better team by finding that finish.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think they should change their play style, except obviously a little bit sharper on the defensive side here. But I think stay high up, keep this pressure that we're doing here, and I think we're going to be seeing some goals here on the Sehome side pretty soon.
And that ball's going to be out for a Sehome throw, and the high press pays off, and they're going to have a chance to make something of it.
Number 5, Ayla Woodworth on the ball. Laid off to number 16, Zoe Young. Into the middle. Cleared out by Squalicum Storm. Great win here by Kate Schroeder. Ball played down line to number 9, Tri Mitchell. She looks to be onside, and there's a good tackle there by number 9, Sloan McCoy. Ball out for a Squalicum throw-in.
I just want to point out that house in the background for those of you watching at home. Those are lovely looking Christmas lights at the end of October too. It's a power move, I have to say, but I'm very impressed with it.
Yeah, and I was just thinking that, looking at the beautiful setting in the background here. Another Squalicum throw-in. Free ball won by number 6, Caitlin Schroeder. Played out wide to the outside back. Number 2.
Looks like we're going to see Squalicum make a change here. Leaving the game is going to be number 10, Kiara Voigt. Replacing her is going to be a number I can't see from here.
Number 15, Madeline Potts. Correction, number 19, London Brooks. Free ball won by number 17, Macy Alexander. Kira Reeves on the ball, played to Ayla Woodworth. Another throw ball back to Kira Reeves, and it's won by number 2 on Squalicum Storm, Haley Stewart. It's going to be a Sehome throw-in for number 2, Ella Perry. Great call there by the official, getting handsy, and it gets to a point where you're restricting the play, and you got to be playing the ball, and she really wasn't, so we're going to get a set piece here for Sehome High School.
This is a really dangerous spot. It's going to be an outswinger. The right foot's going to be swinging in, and we're going to see what they can make of it. Oh, it's going to be an in-swinger. We've got a lefty over the ball. Let's see what we got here. Sehome's got numbers forward. There's no one at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and I mean, they've got to be careful of that counterattack there. Those can be dangerous, and we've almost conceded off of it once, so they've got to watch that line. Looks like number 17, Maya Jorgensen, is going to be able to drop back there and cover that, especially with her pace. Kate Schroeder taking the kick. It's played in over top. Oh, just wide of the frame. Nobody could get a touch on it, and that's going to be goal kick for number 0, Kai Loveland.
Mistake in the back from Squalicum. It's going to be another Sehome throw-in the attacking third.
Ball
Ooh.
flicked over top by Kylie Ivicic, and then Ella Woodworth is going to block that, and it's going to go out for a Squalicum throw-in. Ball flicked over top, number 19 on Squalicum Storm attempting to run onto it, but it's intercepted by number 17, Maya Jorgensen on C. Played out wide to number 16, Zoe Young. Kylie Ivicic on the ball. Attempted to play to Tryon Mitchell, but it's intercepted by number 1, Lexi Robbins. Number 4, Bailey Barrett on the ball. Intercepted by number 3, Hannah Bates. Ball's up for grabs down the wing, and it looks like it's going to go out for a Sehome throw-in.
Change from Sehome formation-wise. You see Tryon Mitchell move up from the midfield into the striker role. Is that going to be something that could be an impact?
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about before the game when we were taking our picks. I mean, she is just a versatile player, and as we see here, a ball played over top, out wide to number 12. Looks like it could be Alexis Maldonado, and it is. Ball out for a Sehome throw-in. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, just a versatile player. I mean, dangerous no matter where on the pitch she is, and so as we see, I mean, we went down a goal, and you go down one, you got to get another one. So we're putting her up top, and I think that's a great call from the coaching standpoint, because just an athletic beast, and she's going to be able to attack the goal here and hopefully get us another one pretty soon.
And at the end of the day, too, if you're rocking the Kareem Benzema tape job on your wrist like that, you got to be putting the ball in the back of the net.
Oh, and absolutely, and I just didn't want to mention that, but I was totally thinking, and I mean, just total drip player here, and it's what we like to see. Ball out for a goal kick.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you want to show out. If you look good, you play good, and so with a tape job like that, you got to be being productive throughout the whole game.
Well said. Couldn't have said it better.
We're gonna have another set piece for Sehome High School here.
Very dangerous area. My bet would be Kate Schroeder looking to take this one again. Yes, an in-swinger, and those are dangerous. As a goalkeeper, you don't have time to react to a deflection when it's that close to you. And so, I mean, if we can get another ball similar to the last from Kate Schroeder, then we can get a touch on that, and it's going to be a goal if we can pull this off right.
I know last time they got real close, so it's just those minor adjustments. You got tall people like Tryon Mitchell, although she hasn't really done much today, but she's got the height, so you'd like to see her put her head on something here.
Absolutely. I mean, I would love to see a goal out of her tonight, especially on a senior night like tonight. Ball in, Kate Schroeder, and it's out. Goalkeeper has stepped up and won that bravely off the line. Kailana Perez, great win. Ball played through, out wide, number 18, Siri Hoagland on the ball. And it's one. Going to go out for a Squalicum throw-in. Substitutions here. Number 21, Vivian Moss, onto the field, and replacing, going off for her is number 4, Bailey Barrett. That one blocked, and it's going to go out for a Claire Hickey goal kick.
And that ball's been won by Squalicum. Can they make something of the cheap giveaway?
And, Sehome in the opportunity needs to
and
step
they're
up the
bailed
back line.
out. They are bailed out.
That is quite a lucky foul there. And, I mean, poor on Squalicum's part. I mean, when you have the
Trya
energy
lost
there.
her cleat, but it clearly was her own fault.
I mean, when you've got an opportunity like that, just giving it away with a silly foul like that, it's really not what you like to see. It's just kind of a waste of an opportunity, if you ask me.
And, you know, Try's known for making a meal of things, so we'll never know if that truly was a foul or not.
Couldn't agree more. Ball played long by Zoe Young. It's going to go out for a Squalicum throw-in.
It's those balls over the top from Sehome. They've been very dangerous all game. It's just going to be a matter of can they connect and have someone run on to the end of the one.
Absolutely, and me personally, I'd like to see a little bit more thought put into those instead of just whacking it. Can we look to connect? Can we be making runs, you know, in between their defenders and put some thought into those balls?
Oh,
Like
just
that.
like that.
Just
That
like
is
that.
beautiful.
Vivian Moss on the ball, cutting into the box. Flicked it on. Kylie Ivicic on the ball. Just
Lovely skill from her. And I must say, Squalicum's backline's actually played very well. They've defended well. They've stuck with the Sehome forwards, and they've done a good job keeping the ball out of the net.
absolutely. I mean, they're playing composed and they're playing smart defending. I mean, it's how you defense wins championships, and people say that and people ignore it, but it's true. I mean, if you can keep shutouts, if you can stop yourself from conceding, I mean, you're going to win games, and that's what we're looking to see here right now. Ball going out for another Sehome throw-in. Ball in the mixer, popping out for a goal kick for Kailana Perez. Dangerous ball here. Seahome's going to win it. It's going to get deflected on goal. Wonderful front smother by Kailana Perez.
That's great hands. Way to stay composed under pressure.
And she's going to distribute out to her fullback on the left side. Number 2, Haley Stewart. And then it's back out to the center back. Squalicum almost looking a little bit frantic here. Can Sehome make an opportunity of this going out for a Sehome throw-in? Yeah, and I mean, Squalicum just really struggling to build out of the back here. They look panicked. They look frantic. And I think this is Seahome's opportunity to pounce on that and you know, convert. Ball won by Seahome's number 9, Tri Mitchell. Turned right back over. And turned right back over again. A lot of turnovers here in the middle. Can the team win it and possess it? Here we go. Number 18, Siri Hogland, lays it off. They're looking to play through. Kylie Ivicic dropping back and saving Sehome there.
And Sehome was caught in an offside position. It's going to be coming back.
Number 18, Amaya Reed, coming on here for number 5, Ayla Woodworth.
As we enter the last 10 minutes of the first half, Bain, who do you think's really surprised you the most this game with their performance?
I'm going to have to say the Squalicum Storm here, and not just their team overall. The team overall hasn't been fantastic, but just the defending has quite really shocked me here. I mean, just really composed, really calm, and they're holding Sehome out of their box. They're holding them out of dangerous areas, and they're clamping them up, quite frankly, and they're just not giving them any opportunities.
And I would take it a step further and say the Squalicum goalkeeper's done a phenomenal job. You know, she's made a couple big saves. She's come off her line. She's played very well. I'm very impressed with her, especially being a freshman.
Absolutely, and she's a very vocal player. I can hear her up here from the commentating booth, and just a very, very underrated but crucial part to being a goalkeeper is being a vocal player. You got to be a leader. You got to demand your back line, and that's exactly what we're seeing from her. Through ball played over top by number 9, Tri Mitchell. Vivian Moss going to run onto it. She gets an opportunity here, and there's that big presence that we see from Kailana Perez, just owning the box.
Not afraid to come off her line at all.
No fly zone.
Squalicum once again clearing their lines. But Sehome, the attack's building, the pressure's building. You'd expect to see something come up soon here.
Ball won multiple times in the middle here by number 19, London Brooks. Just pretty aggressive player, holding a high line and making these challenging tackles.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, it's what you got to do. You know, this is a big game, so you got to be willing to do what you got to do to, you know, come out on top.
Ball partially cleared out by number 6, Caitlin Schroeder.
At the end of the day, too, Bane, like we've been talking about Squalicum's defense all night long, and honestly, Sehome's hasn't been half bad either. They just had that one lapse in judgment on the corner kick, but aside from that, they've been very locked down.
Hate to interrupt you here, but that was a filthy play by Tryon Mitchell. I mean, using her shoulder to bump a body off the
ball.
ball.
The center of the box.
Tryon Mitchell on it.
On her right foot. Tries
Cutting
to cut
inside.
Back and, she's
triple
just
team.
Swarmed immediately.
Oh,
the referee's called a foul.
I can't say I agree with that one.
I can't say I saw anything from either party, but at the end of the day, Steven Peters, he's been doing this a long time. I remember him reffing my games way back in the day. We all miss him, Steven, but oof, I don't know about that one.
Yikes.
At the end of the day, this is a rivalry game. We want to call it a physical game, and you just got to let plays like that go.
Absolutely, and I'm sort of a let 'em play guy myself. I mean, I think if you have to call it, then absolutely. But overall, soccer's a contact sport. It's a physical sport, and so I think you got to let the physicality roll.
Sehome's moving past it, though. They're going to keep attacking here. They're going to have another throw-in. Squalicum's going to be making another substitution. Kiara Voigt's going to come back into this game.
And back to the bench goes number 19, London Brooks. Ball bobbling around, edge of the box, and it's going to go out for a Sehome corner kick. And Sehome this season has been very, very dangerous on these corner kicks. I mean, we even saw in Olympico a couple of games ago from Amaya Reed on the other side. So can they capitalize like they usually do on these corner kicks? Colin Cushman there in the background. Happy birthday, bud.
It's a great ball.
Can they win the second?
Squalicum there defensively. Scramble in the box.
Ball partially cleared
half
out.
Cleared.
Squalicum playing the high press. And it sort of turns out for them to get a chance. Wow, that is a bad foul. Are we going to see a book? I don't think so.
Don't think so. It felt sloppy, but at the end of the day, there wasn't much in that for me.
Good draw by number 12, Alexis Maldonado. Ball played in here, bobbling around, top of the D. Vivian Moss on the ball. Kiara Voigt now. Squalicum looking to maintain possession here.
They just can't keep it in play. Last 4 minutes of the half, Sehome really need to step it up if they want to go into this game tied.
I got what you were saying there, kind of. It's okay. Message came across. You know, you just don't want to go into the second half down. You want to set a tone. You want to let them know this is our home, and Sehome really not on track to do that. But if they can get a last minute goal here, then we'll be able to go into the second half with a lot more energy.
Control. I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, you really want to see a goal if you're Sehome. Like, you don't want to go into halftime with the momentum you have and have Squalicum or give Squalicum an opportunity to build anything back. So. Ideally, Sehome gets one before half, but you really need to just see them come back in the second half with the same momentum they have right now.
Absolutely, and I said this earlier.
Oh, what a ball.
Through ball. Vivian Moss poked around. What a save.
The rebound.
Double save.
Oh, my goodness.
Kailana Perez just standing on her head today in that box.
2 massive saves from the Storm goalkeeper.
And I mean, oh no.
And now the other way, Squalicum has a chance.
Clarice Hickey.
She's there.
War of the goalkeepers today, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Kailana Perez doing wonderful in the goal, but can Sehome do better at capitalizing 1v1 opportunities, looking to play it around, looking to even maybe take another touch and dribble around, but 1v1 opportunities, we would love to see those being guaranteed goals every time.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you're not going to have many of those, and to have 2 of those in the same game and have the same result not be a goal is very disappointing for Sehome.
Shot on frame, settled by Kailana Perez.
I mean, for me, it's my player of the match has got to be Kailana Perez. She's the only reason Squalicum are ahead right now, and even still in this game.
Well, let's not get antsy now. I mean, it's not even halftime. What if we see a triple hat trick from Dry Mitchell in the second half? I mean, you never know. So we're gonna hold off on that one until the end. Under 2 minutes left in the regular time for this half, but for all we know, there could be a few left in stoppage just for the center ref to decide. Amaya Reed pressing, winning the ball. Cutting into the box. Can she have a yank here? Oh. Looking near post, deflected out, and that ball stays in.
Yet another save from the Squalicum goalkeeper.
Very impressive performance so far.
Reminds me a lot, I can't remember his name, but the Sehome
goalkeeper.
The Sehome goalkeeper from the last few years. Can you remind me of, what was his name again?
Connor Goodman?
Oh, yes, Connor Goodman. That's who it was.
I'm just pulling your leg, Keno. I know it's you.
And that's going to be the halftime whistle from Stephen Peters. Squalicum Storm is going to be leading Sehome 1-0 at the half, but honestly, it's really been Sehome's game aside from that one opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think Sehome's got all the possession. They've got all the opportunities. And, I mean, I think if they keep playing the way that they did that last 20 minutes there, then they can win this game.
Yeah, 100%. And at the end of the day, it just comes down to who has the better finishing, and it hasn't been Sehome.
Yeah, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get back to you at second half kickoff.
Hey, Chandler, how's it going?
I'm pretty good, Miss Hank. How about you?
I'm doing great. Just popping in. Came over from the volleyball game. Can you bring me up to speed? What's been happening?
Sehome has had a lot of shots on goal, a lot of open opportunities, but Squalicum's goalie has just been on fire all night, saving everything, keeping them in this game.
Wow. Do you have any specific highlights?
I mean, there was one time when Sehome got 2 back-to-back shots on goal in 30 seconds apart, and Squalicum's goalie just saved everything. It was fantastic. It was so class.
That's pretty cool. The last game I was at, they scored on a corner kick. Sehome did. Anything like that happen?
No.
Not even not even close.
Squalicum's goal was pretty nice. Top left corner of the goal. It was a pretty solid shot. But
dang,
Sehome has just had a lot of opportunities, but a lot of shots, but not a lot of drops, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. So I'm not really super familiar with soccer, although I am a huge fan.
Same.
Something that I kind of want to notice is which team has the ball more often. I think that seems like something to watch out for. So who's been keeping control of the ball? Sehome.
It's been in Squalicum's half the whole game, and I mean it's just been Sehome ball, but this Squalicum goalie is just can't get past her.
Ah, I see. So what do you think they should look to do in the second half?
I would say just keep doing what they're doing. I mean, the goalie got to get tired eventually, right? And just keep shooting, keep getting those one-on-one opportunities that they have been getting. I mean, it's just been very impressive the amount of just pure shots that Sehome has gotten compared to the amount of shots Squalicum has gotten. They just need to finish those shots.
Has it been a pretty physical game? Have there been any fouls?
It's been. I mean, there's been some bodies flying. I'll say that. I know Tryon Mitchell lost a shoe at one point. I saw that.
No.
And yeah.
Don't mess with Trya. That's what I say.
I know. That's what I. Yeah, I know. Yeah, don't mess with Tryon Mitchell. There were, I think, 2 Squalicum players went down at points. It's been a slightly physical game, more physical than I thought soccer was, but I don't really watch soccer, so I'm not 100% sure.
Well,
yeah,
it's a great night for it. It's
great
beautiful
night.
Out there, crisp
Beautiful.
Fall air.
Yeah, it was chilly air.
Yeah, I know you're out there filming.
Yep,
How'd you get that job anyway? Can you tell us a little bit about the technical staff here?
So I'm Channer. I'm on the big wide camera. We got Anthony on the medium camera. And we just keep switching. I mean, we're just doing our job. We got it through I got it through broadcast journalism class. Great class.
Nice.
We do the Anchors Today stuff.
Yeah, so this is part of the curriculum of the course.
No. I'm doing it
extra.
Yeah, I'm doing it for extra credit. And because I love Sehome soccer and just soccer in general.
Just the Sehome community.
I just love
You're
the
just
Sehome
here
community.
for the spirit and here for being part of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell that about you anyway. Chemistry class, that's that's how you roll.
Yep, that's how I roll. You know me.
Okay.
But yeah.
And then what about how the announcers been? I've heard we got a brother team here that's also related to one of the players. So that's kind of interesting.
We got the Mitchell brothers on the commentary.
Have they been giving us any real background information on?
I haven't heard a lot of insight on Try's training or anything like that. But I mean, they've been doing great at commentating. They've been saying a lot of soccer phrases. I heard class a few times. They've been doing their thing.
Yeah, they're talking about the plays and stuff.
Talking about the plays.
The things that we can't talk about.
Yeah, the things we don't know. Talking about they use the players' names quite often, so I thought that was pretty cool.
That's good. They're watching the roster.
Yeah,
they probably know some of the people from Squalicum too.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Well, soccer community.
I'm gonna look forward to in the second half maybe some more insight into Trya's training regimen and what actually got her onto the Western soccer team.
Yeah, Western commit right there.
Western's pretty good.
That's a pretty good team.
Yeah.
That is a pretty good team.
Yeah, that's legit.
So yeah, we'll look for that in the second half.
Well, Chandler, this has been just fantastic.
This has been
I
fantastic.
look forward to working with you again.
All right.
And thank you to Miss Hankinson and Shannon Rusk there on just the beautiful halftime analysis. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better duo there.
Yeah, you know, if you're looking for halftime entertainment, those are the two you call up. You know, there just really isn't a better duo out there.
Absolutely. And Shannon brought up the fact of we want to know more about this prodigy, Trya Mitchell. I mean, how did she get to be the dog that she is? And we can dig more into that in this second half.
Yeah, we'll be sure to touch on that a few times. You know, signing with Western Washington University, one of the powerhouses of the Division II NCAA scene. It's quite an impressive feat. And to be honest, Bain, like, I'd hate for us to take the credit, but at the end of the day, I really think it comes down to just the hours on the pitch with both of us, and, you know, going against two of, like, the best goalkeepers in the city, really. And just, you know, that's what makes you better players, playing with people who are better than you. And so I think a large portion of her game can be attributed to that time spent with us.
And that's wonderfully spoken. I mean, as you said, you know, best goalkeepers in the city, dare I say the state. I mean, if you can score on us, you can score on anybody. So just that repetition for her, I think, is what has gotten her to be such a critical finisher, you know, in the 18-yard box.
You know, and playing with players as physical as you and I too, like, she does a really good job of using her body to keep other players off the ball, and it really shows, you know, just from all the time she spent with us on the field, you know, and, like, us showing her the ropes and just running her through drills and sprints and long balls, like, all those things. You know, it's just really great to see. It's great for me, and I'm sure it's great for you too, you know, to just see something you've worked so hard to create for so many years just come together the way it has.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's super rewarding, you know, seeing her get the recognition that we deserve, you know, for the time that we've put into this. I mean, we have brought her to be who she is as a player, and I mean, as you said, I mean, I would hate for us to take the credit, but there's really no two ways around it. I mean, we are the reason that she's a Division II baller.
That being said, you know, you have to give a large portion of credit to her beautiful mother, Morgan Mitchell. She's just raised an incredible daughter and two incredible boys, and has really just fostered a soccer culture unlike any other.
Definitely two incredible boys, that's for sure. Through ball to Kyla Ivicic. Can she make it there in time before the goalkeeper? No. Cleared all the way past half by Kailana Perez.
Perez has really just been there every time her team has needed her.
Definitely a player that you can rely on. Trya Mitchell, a bit of skill on the ball. Weak foot, but I can't even say weak because it is powerful.
What are you looking for Sehome to produce this half, Bain? Being down a goal with 37 minutes left to play. What steps do they need to take to kind of get themselves back into this game?
I mean, I think we need to step our lineup. I think we need to get higher. I mean, we've tried possessing, we've tried keeping the ball, and it's worked on the possession standpoint, but we're just not capitalizing the opportunities that we need. And I think it's getting down to, you know, second half. We don't want to dilly-dally much longer. I think we get our numbers up and we try and score.
On the other side of the ball, too, it's just got to be more awareness on the defensive side, because at the end of the day, Squalicum's goal was just a simple mistake, and that could have very easily been prevented. So I think if Sehome can wake up on the defensive side of things as well, it's very important that they don't concede again.
Absolutely. I mean, I think a goal for Squalicum would be a dagger, and that's just what we want to avoid, because, you know, just really not what we're looking to do here. Conceding could cost the game, and you just want to keep the ball in their half and capitalize on some opportunities here.
I think at the end of the day, too, the coaching staff that Sehome has put behind this team, you know, head coach Emily Webster, you know, with the help of assistants Ed Wissing and Alyssa McElroy, there's just a lot of potential in this team to go deep in districts next week.
Yeah, and might I shout out Ed Wissing. I mean, just a wonderful coach, and he does it on the pitch and in the classroom. Just, dare I say, world-class advanced placement world history teacher. I mean, just wonderful guy, standout human, and he does it on the pitch and he does it in the classroom. I'm going to say it again, and I'll say it as many times as I need to, but just a wonderful guy.
And I mean, while we're talking about just brilliant teachers involved in the soccer community, Miss Hank, the physics teacher, think about how much physics are involved in the game of soccer. Am I right? Like, that halftime analysis, she knew what she was talking about. She knows everything about what she's teaching.
Absolutely, and you can tell, you hear kids all the time in the classroom, oh, when are we going to use this in real life? When do we need this? And this is when we need this. This is when we need these lessons taught to us beautifully, incredibly, gracefully by Miss Hankinson. I mean, and we can take, the great ways that she teaches us, and we can use it here. And we see another short corner from Squalicum, how they scored last time, and it's going to be shut down very, very quickly here.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
Sehome was a lot more aware this time around. Squalicum went for the same short corner technique, and thankfully it was foiled immediately.
Absolutely, and that's really the defensive awareness that we needed to see in that first half.
Ball played in by Squalicum all the way through and defended very well by Sehome once again.
Ladies and gents, you're going to love to hear this, but for the last little portion of this game, we're going to be having Miss Hankinson herself joining us here in the broadcast booth. Miss Hank, do you want to say hi?
Hi. I'm just trying to follow the whole analysis of the short corner. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we see it quite often in the high school games, playing quick, playing short, catching the defense off guard, and it worked very beautifully for Squalicum in the first half. I mean, it's how they're up 1, but I just don't think we're going to see it again because Sehome's ready for it, they're prepared for it, and I don't think they're going to be allowing any of that nonsense anymore. Oh, ball into the middle. Oh, shot just barely missed by number 10, Kiara Voigt.
That was a golden opportunity for Squalicum. They haven't had many of those in this game, and that was a big one.
Maybe you guys have already covered this, but what are the records of these two teams? Do we know what Sehome's record is? They're good. I've been to a few games.
It's a good record.
I think we just tied once.
We've only.
It was 3-3 when we tied versus Linden.
That is true.
And then we lost once to Anacortes.
We beat Anacortes. Did we lose in that one? I don't even know.
Yeah, okay, don't worry. We got our technical advisors on this. And maybe we'd like to know what Squalicum's record is, too. I'm just, wondering what we're looking at here. Because district's right around the corner.
Just 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't worry. Yeah, we'll get right on that.
We have our
staff team is
on
this.
We have our team of analysts on this.
Yep.
Sehome looking at an 11-1-2 record. That would be 11 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. Very solid record.
Yeah, because it's a young team. I mean,
Very young
only
team.
3 seniors, really. I mean, the future is bright.
I mean, and that just goes back to what we were saying in the first half. Year after year, on the boys and girls side, Sehome just breeds soccer players, and they're known for producing teams who make it deep in the state tournaments and produce very high win records and concede very few goals, and it's just what you love to see out of a soccer program like this.
And our team has just informed me that Squalicum's record is 9-5, that being 9 wins and 5 losses. So a little bit of a more underwhelming record compared to Sehome High School's, but just not showing up in this game today.
And I also was kind of curious. I mean, how many teams go to the district tournament? Something I want to know.
This is a great question.
You guys are I'm so glad to be here with two soccer.
At the end of the day, I spend most of my time working in the XFL and in the.
I mean, whoa! That person just got knocked over.
That is number 9, Trya Mitchell, falling like a 2x4, drawing that foul.
What's new? Unsurprisingly, she's completely fine.
Right, but I think Sehome, barring disaster, will probably be making it into the districts.
Oh, that's correct. Yes, they're through. It's my understanding that essentially every team makes it into the districts. It's just a matter of who can go far enough in districts to make it to the state tournament.
Every team makes it into districts?
I do believe so.
Really? Oh, I think that's
it's just a bit of a
maybe top 7. Somewhere in there. Sehome is well into districts.
You have to be very bad to not make districts.
Okay. I mean, not okay. I understand what you're saying. Okay. Whoa. Pain. I'm just the one that's not muted ever. Ah, thanks. Okay, perfect. Can you guys tell me a little bit about, like, what kind of outside work goes into this soccer program? Because it seems to me there's all the Rangers and the club soccer and people driving all over the place to play soccer every which place. I mean, can you be successful on a high school team and not have played like a bunch of club soccer? Or?
Oh yeah, and we see it day in and day out. There were definitely some guys on the boys team last few years who had minimal club experience, but were able to perform very well on the high school team. But I will say that number of those players are far and few between. I would say majority of these girls on the field today have or are currently playing at some high level, whether it is for Rangers or some other club team within the state. It just, the development that comes through with players at the club level is just so vital to their success and their growth as players. So, more often than not, you'll see the best players on the field having some level of club experience.
That's great. Yeah, thanks for that. Because I know, we have people here that like drive to Seattle and stuff to go play on their club teams.
Bain's made the trip to Puyallup more often.
Is that what Bain does?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think this is a perfect opportunity to give a little shout out to one of the listeners on this stream, Kevin Schroeder, just a class player on the Sehome boys soccer team, and he, he makes that drive to Puyallup not once a week like me, but twice a week, and he's just a committed ECNL player, and I think that's going to reflect this high school season. I think he's going to ball out.
Yeah, that's great. So wait, you can choose how many days you drive down there?
Yeah, the coaches are pretty flexible and understanding about the drive. Referee just really not wanting to make any fair calls here.
I don't think we're allowed to comment on that, Payne, but that's great.
I also want to just take this opportunity to point out that there was a study actually done by Stanford University, and it said 95% of college soccer players took physics. And it just really goes to show how important physics is for a soccer player.
Yeah, a lot of them majored in it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that number was also like over 50%.
Are we certain about this, or are we making up facts here?
Stanford University said this, so
no,
don't shoot
you
the
said
messenger.
this. You said this.
Oof. 10 minutes into the second half, Bain, what are we really seeing here from both teams?
I'm not going to say amazing play because I think the level has dropped just a little bit since the first half. We're seeing more turnovers. We're seeing less possession. And I think that's just a bit of an energy shift from the first half. I think that halftime has dropped the energy, not just on one side, but on both. I would say equal parts here. We're seeing low levels of energy, and we're not seeing very good play in result of that.
I think it's kind of hard sometimes to watch soccer because the goal means so much, right? Like it causes some anxiety for those of us that aren't familiar with the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will tell you.
Are you more of a basketball fan yourself?
I love basketball, but I actually have come to like watching soccer quite a bit. Actually, Kainoa, thanks for bringing it up. I think it might have been when you guys were seniors that I kind of got more into watching it. So thanks for that. That was a good year. Because a lot of you were in my physics class, turned out.
True.
Like pretty much half the team.
Suddenly that Stanford study's looking a lot more accurate.
It is. So you got to just kind of lean into it and relax a little bit. But I do also like basketball. I think I'll be doing some announcing during the basketball season. Mm-hmm.
Ball's going out for a
Potentially
Sehome
in
corner
volleyball
kick.
here, which I know something about compared to this, which I don't know anything about. I will tell you guys I do have a little experience playing soccer. Picture it, 1994.
Kira Reeves.
Intramural soccer.
Ball served in. It's sitting on the doorstep. Can we have a shot? And it's in. It's in the goal!
Oh, yeah.
That's lovely.
What a beautiful, beautiful golden opportunity from Sehome High School, and we capitalized greatly there.
It's the set pieces today. It's going to be the set pieces from both teams. And who was that? Was that number 15?
I really wish I could say, yeah, Kylie Ivicic would be number 15 if she's the one that banged that in, which would not surprise me. She seems to be a bit of a fox in the box this season, if you will. Very quick, very shifty, making it around and just banging lots of goals, and that's why she is one of Sehome's top goal scorers this season.
And also, take note, there were just so many bodies in the box. It was hard to tell who was where and where the ball was at. So that was just heads-up play from whoever put that ball in the net. You know, it was a vital opportunity. It's very huge for them to put that in.
And might I shout out that beautiful corner kick by Kira Reeves. Just wonderful placement right in around the penalty box, right where we want it. And that's where, that's where we get those critical opportunities, and that's how we score goals like that.
That's Channer in the background. I think this mic is like going on forever. I don't know. I don't think I can. For some reason, my mic can't be turned off. Is it picking me up?
Mic's working great, Hank. Yeah.
Okay, that's good because I got some really good things to add.
Through ball, Kylie Ivicic running onto
This
it.
is exciting.
And it's won by Haley Stewart, number 2 on Squalicum Storm, center back. Played out to the right side, and it's going to be a Sehome throw-in.
The launch angle on that corner kick, Hank, what do you have to say about that? I feel like it went really high in the air.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ball played right over top of that goal. Through the field goal. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Squalicum Storm. Ball won by Ayla Woodworth in the midfield here. Looking to capitalize. Stepping up towards. Ball is won there. Squalicum Storm's back line. They're looking to build up. Ball played out to the left wing. And it's won here by Maya Jorgensen. Weaving in and out of players. Wonderful skill there. And we're going to get a call. It's going to be a Sehome free kick.
A lot of fans out here today for the game.
It's a good turnout, and
Yep.
like we were talking about at the start of the game, senior night, rivalry game,
Great
a lot of
through
things
ball.
really came together.
Hate to interrupt you here, Kano, but it's a great through ball by Trya Mitchell, just over the bar by Kylie Ivicic, and I think she did a great job at picking her head up there and seeing the gap between the goalkeeper and the front post, just body a bit too far back
That's
instead of over the
exactly
ball.
what I was thinking, Bane.
Yeah, and I could tell. I
couldn't
could
have
tell
said it
you
better
want. I
myself.
could tell you wanted to say that, Hank, and that's why I was just stepping in for you there. Ball went in the back by Ella Perry. Dropped off to our goalkeeper, Claire Hickey, who dishes it back right out to her. To number 4, Bailey Barrett.
Now, Bane, we got about 22 minutes left in this game. What do you think the key is for both teams now that we're back in level?
I mean, I think I'm going to start off with, wow, that is a big win. I think I'm going to start off with Sehome High School here, and I think them not getting comfortable. I mean, I think that they've scored breakaway here, won by Maya Jorgensen, ball out wide.
Well defended there.
But I think I'm gonna start with Sehome High School. I mean, they just can't get comfortable. I mean, even if we score another goal, I mean, you're up 1. 1 is not a place that you want to be. You want to be up 2. You want to be up 3. So I think if they score again, when they score again, we don't want to be seeing them getting comfortable, because that's when you concede and that's when you sell big leads. Ball off the post, rebound by Hannah Bates, just high and wide of the goal, out for a goal kick.
That is a let-off for Sehome High School.
Wow, they and I mean that's what I was talking about. I mean, ball hasn't been in the Sehome High School box very often. Zoom in on number 9, Trya Mitchell here with the Benzema wrap, looking wonderful. Anyways, getting too comfortable in the back line. I mean, that's what we see when there isn't constant pressure, and then the let off. It's sloppy in the back, and it can't happen, or else they're going to let in a goal that they don't want to let in.
And Sehome's done a really good job of reacting and making a run down the other side, but unfortunately, it's going to go out for a Squalicum goal kick.
And these long balls looking lethal from Kailana Perez, just dotting all the way out 40 yards even, and just class distribution. And that's a very underrated part of being a goalkeeper, part that most people don't realize.
Especially as a freshman, you know, coming into a setting where you're playing people that are up to 4 years older than you. It's very impressive to be able to step up and have as good of a game as you're having.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Ball in the middle, one here by Kira Reeves. Intercepted by Squalicum Storm, and it's back out to Ella Perry. Dribbling on the ball. Hannah Bates wins this. Pops out to Tryon Mitchell, number 9. Dribbling. Can we see a bit of skill from her? Out on the wing. Played down line. It's going to be a free ball for... Oh! Good pressure there by Vivian Moss. Almost won that, but Kailana Perez. And they're winning the ball. Looking to punt the ball out to the 40. Ball won there by number 6, Caitlin Schroeder. Macy Alexander on the ball. Caitlin Schroeder looking to play down line. Maya Reed running onto it. She's beat by the number 1, Lexi Robbins, right side fullback for Squalicum Storm, and the ball's out for a Sehome throw-in.
So is it districts when they start doing the kicks at the end if it's tied? Or does that take to state to do that?
Yeah, so in districts, that's when we start to see games where we need a winner. You know, we can't have draws. So it'll go into extra time, which is 2 15-minute halves. There's a
Looked like a tackle to me, but I mean, I don't know much.
I would have to agree with you there, Miss Hank. That almost appeared to be a foul.
I hate to be the one to criticize the officials, but that did seem like an infraction.
Anyways, back to your question there, Hank. I mean, yeah. So when we have games where we need a winner, you know, we need points. We need to decide who moves on, who stays. So we have 2 15-minute halves, and if it's still a draw at the end of that, then we go into best of 5 penalty shootout, and that's where we start to see those exciting finishes.
That can get really intense at the end. I just, you know, not to bring up like...
Number 5, Ayla Woodworth coming off and replacing her as number 12, Alexis Maldonado.
Yeah, you know.
Bad memories, but last year was rough. The state tournament.
Yeah. Yeah,
Kevin,
you know.
You're awesome.
It's tough, especially for those seniors, you know. For a lot of them, this is the last time they're going to be stepping on the soccer field. So to have it go end like that is just, it's heartbreaking to watch.
The thing was, though, I watched that entire game, and we were just killing it, dominating it.
Yeah, and
Almost
at the end
what
of the
we're
day,
seeing here tonight.
at the end of the day, it should have been Sehome.
Yep.
And it wasn't, and that's part of the beauty of soccer is you could be the best team 9 out of 10 games, but that one game's the one that matters.
Yeah, I think that's sports just in general, right? Otherwise, why play the game?
This is true, but especially in soccer, you know, it's one of those things where any NFL team could win on any given day, but you step into clubs like Premier League clubs or European clubs, and you see these teams that have payrolls of less than $1 million, and then they're stepping up against clubs who are paying a single guy $50 million a year and then losing to these small clubs. It's just, you never know what's going to happen on any given day.
Well, that's great. I think that brings fun. Uh-huh.
Ball's going to fizzle out for a Sehome throw-in.
I think we're starting to see a theme that was pretty common in the first half. It's just a lot of Sehome attack and a couple opportunities for Squalicum. But at the end of the day, it's still a tie game, and what's really going to matter is who puts the ball in the net next.
And wondering how many people are tuning in from over at the volleyball game, because this is happening simultaneously.
I do know that Washington Premier 09 ECNL baller Kevin Schroeder is doing that right now.
I saw him over there earlier today.
Yeah, and he is live streaming this game.
Yeah, so he can hear
He can
us.
watch his sister
Hi,
play.
Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Oh,
Amaya
that's a
streaking
great
down
touch.
the wing, and
the ball's gone out of bounds on the touch line.
Very
Delayed whistle from
disappointing.
the referee. Really got our hopes up.
There's 10 people watching right now.
Shout out to the 10 of you tuning in. I know one of them's my mom. I can see her watching from here.
Lexi Robbins throwing the ball down line. Sehome's going to win that. Trya Mitchell, number 9, settling the ball, playing it back to number 4, Bailey Barrett.
You're going to see Sehome trying to build out of the back once again. It's worked out for them so far today, but
Maya Jorgensen cleaning up her mistake there.
it's well done. Way to stay composed.
Threw a ball
Get
to
back
Alexis
into play.
Maldonado, looking to run onto it. Storm winning it, playing it out, and that's great pressure to force a Sehome throw in there by Alexis Maldonado. Great turn here, and that's going to be no call here, and we're looking at a goal kick.
Looked like a foul to me, and it looks like one of the Squalicum players is cramping up.
Have there been any injuries yet this game?
This
Everybody
is the first one.
staying healthy? That's good.
Doesn't seem to be too serious. The athletic trainers are staying on the field, and now they're going to call them out.
And this is where we start to see, stoppage time building up in the match here. Clock could be out, and we could still have 5 minutes left because of events like this. And this close of a game really just wasn't anticipated going into it, and I think that's just a sports thing, as you guys were talking about earlier. I mean upsets happen quite often. Calgary Flames here, Kanoa, not a huge fan, but they're starting off this season 5-0. So Kanoa, what are your thoughts on that?
I was really worried about it, and then the Kraken actually beat them, so then I was a lot less worried about it,
Bandwagon.
And it looks like that Squalicum player's gotten back up to her feet. Number 2, Haley Stewart, was the player down. She seems to be okay, walking off the field under her own power.
And you really love to see that. The last thing you want to see is players getting injured and having to go out and miss future games, because the beauty of high school soccer is amazing. It's just a great time, and having to miss out on that because of an injury is it's a very disappointing thing.
Weren't you injured last year, Bane, at the end of the year? I seem to have a memory of that.
Yeah. So I didn't get to play last season, and it's a painful thing, to have to watch the sport that you love, wanting to play, but it happens, and it's a part of the game, and you gotta love the game for it.
Yeah, I got injured in badminton. It's the love of my life. I know it. You probably remember that. You were in my class at the
gnarly
time.
physical sport.
I had to
there.
step in and teach a
Yeah, blew my Achilles out. Had to take the rest of the year off. Dangerous sport, badminton.
Very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
the dangers
when
of
you're
badminton
extreme,
are
you're
underrated.
extreme. Sorry.
It's go big or go home when it comes to the sport of badminton.
You're not wrong. Just ask the Olympic announcers.
It's badminton, it's one of those underrated Olympic sports that you only see every 4 years, but oh man, when you do see it.
I would just like to remind everybody that I did win the point that I ruptured my Achilles on. So, there's that.
Just just Hank, just an absolute tank. I mean, really just bulldozing through the competition.
And at the end of the day, leaving it all out on the court, you know.
Just blood, sweat, and tears into the game.
Putting your body on the line for your partnership.
Almost how she teaches.
Sehome still maintaining their pressure up in the final third. Squalicum's defense, though, all day, really. Both goals were off set pieces, falling asleep, but overall, defensively, it's been really good from both sides.
Yeah, and I mean, just beautiful from the defensive standpoint, as you were saying. I mean, just very, very hard for both teams to get good opportunities here. I mean, we've seen a handful of them, but high school games we're typically seeing more in, and this is just very, very impressive defense, as you said, on both ends. I mean, just love to see it.
And I mean, while we're on the topic of defense, I don't know what your baseball knowledge is looking like, but are you more of a Dodgers or Yankees guy?
I'm gonna pick a random one. I'm gonna say Dodgers because I don't watch any baseball.
What about you, Hank? Who do you have winning the World Series?
It's Yankees Dodgers, right? Well,
correct.
I have a hard time going with the Yankees. I'm sorry, but it's one of those things.
It is.
I'm gonna go with the Dodgers, but
I have a follow-up question for both of you here. What are your thoughts on the cheapest ticket currently sitting at $1,300?
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sounds like a lot. I probably won't be buying that ticket.
I might splurge.
I mean, if somebody wanted to give me that ticket, like a thank you, thanks for being such a great teacher, that'd be cool. So for those 10 of you out there listening,
give your Yankees Dodgers World Series tickets to your physics teachers.
And number 12, Alexis Maldonado, substituting off the field, and in her place is number 18, Amaya Reed. Can she
way to go,
capitalize
Lexi.
here?
Good
Great
job.
work, Lexi.
It's going to be yet another throw-in for Sehome. The defense of Squalicum has been able to clear everything coming at them.
That was a nice throw.
Oh, Kylie Ivicic dragging the ball in towards the box there. Just one last defender that she got the ball poked away by, but almost a beautiful opportunity. Tryon Mitchell flicking the ball on to Kira Reeves, and she's going to get an opportunity blocked again by the Squalicum back line. Very impressive defense.
They're able to clear it and catch their breath.
Dare I say they are parking this bus right now.
What do you mean by that, Bane?
I mean, they're sitting deep. They got their numbers, piled up in the midfield, and they aren't trying to score. They're just trying to not concede, and they're making that quite obvious.
Okay.
I appreciate you stepping in, Bane, to explain the soccer terms. I know a lot of viewers here are down in Fullerton, California, and haven't watched a day of soccer in their lives, so I appreciate you explaining it to them.
And me. Thanks, Bane.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime.
For you listeners down in Fullerton, Miss Hank next to me is actually a UCSB alum.
only from the theoretical physics conference, of course.
Only from the theoretical physics conference. But once a UCSB alum, always a UCSB alum.
Do love those waves down there.
Oh, they are something
If you're down there in California, you should get out there and go surfing.
I actually know someone who is part of the surfing club down there.
Is it you?
In another life. In another life.
No.
Because if not, why not is the question I have for you.
Through ball, Ayla Woodworth looking to run onto it. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there in the Squalicum back line. Looks like Kailana Perez looking to come out and pick up that ball, but center back's just not having it, and they're going to play the safe route and play it out wide. Great call there by the official. I was waiting for that one.
And now Sehome's going to have yet another opportunity. Do we have Schroeder on the field for an in-swinger? Oh, number 2.
Hit a back
Haley
there.
Seward is upset. She is hot. Hannah Bates is right there with her. Squalicum clearly upset with this call.
Kate Schroeder looking on the in-swing here. Hopefully playing this ball possibly on frame, but most likely into the box here in the mixer.
I'm going to say, if you're Kate Schroeder, you're putting this hard low on frame and just hoping someone can get a foot in front of it.
I was definitely thinking the same thing.
Great. Here we go, Kate Schroeder. Ball in. Can we get a head on it? It's just dribbling in the middle.
Oh, and it just squeaked
Vivian
by.
Moss just barely missing that ball.
That was a golden opportunity for Sehome, and yet again, another opportunity that has to be finished.
Ball picked up here in the midfield by Tryon Mitchell. Staying composed out to Ella Perry. Ball picked up by Kiara Voigt and then played out wide. Oh, Haley Stewart, correction. Throw over top into Kira Reeves. Ball's bobbling around in the box. Can somebody get a hit on it? Semi-cleared. Looks like Kate Schroeder's going to smack this one over into the box. And
You know, the idea was there. You just need a striker to run onto it, maybe take a little bit off of that ball. I don't mind it, though.
That
absolutely. I think that
is
vision
a
was
far
beautiful.
kick by that goalie. That's
absolutely.
crazy.
We have been seeing a lot of that tonight.
That is
And you know,
That's
Bane, you clowned me in
wild.
the first
good
half.
job.
You clowned me in the first half,
Nobody clowned you. You're making stuff up. Come on now.
but I stand by what I said. My player of the match so far has been the Squalicum goalkeeper.
I actually couldn't agree more, to be quite frank with you.
She's the sole reason Sehome is not up 4-1 in this game.
Absolutely. I mean, I think she's been standing on her head, making some incredible saves, and not just saves. I mean, outside of the highlight reel, she's been communicating, and she's been off her line. She's been vocal. She's been physical. She's been aggressive, and her presence is definitely there. And that's the only thing holding Squalicum together right now. Ball cleared out. Vivian Moss. Folded like a pancake. Out to Amaya Reed, looking to run onto it, and it's intercepted there. Haley Stewart. Played upwards to Kiara Voigt. Looking to go streaking down the wing, and she popped right back up.
Tryon Mitchell steps in a little late there. Unsurprising.
Getting quite slow these days, isn't she? Number 8, Ania, taking this one. Tryon Mitchell up with the header, and then Ayla Woodworth, number 5, cleaning up the seconds. Kiara Voigt on the ball. See, I'm looking to double team, and they win that, and it's going to be
It's a late whistle from the referee, and some frustration is shown from Tryon Mitchell, and he's given his last warning. Only her second foul, but she is on thin ice with Steven Peters.
And dare I say, a questionable call there. I mean, I really do love this referee, and
I mean, it is your sister, so you could just be sticking up for her.
No, that's the last thing I want to do. Trust me.
Yeah, if anything, we're harder on her. And at the end of the day, it's just a couple physical players going at it, and you like to see the whistle stay out of his mouth and just let him play.
Absolutely. I mean, if it's in question, I say when in doubt, let him play on.
We got another guest speaker here in the house, Mr. Phil Hennock, coming over from volleyball.
Go Sehome.
Absolutely. Amen, Phil Hennock.
Phil Hennock, a former Sehome coach himself. You know, he's lots of wisdom in the game, and it's just a pleasure to have him in the studio here with us.
Yeah, he probably understands what's going on. Maybe he should sit here instead of me.
And just wonderful, you know, in the sports and out of the sport life. Dare I say, best Algebra 2 teacher in the state.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would say like every soccer player ever has taken Algebra 2.
Yeah, so Mr. Hennock, we were talking about the stat where 95% of college soccer players actually took physics at some point in their life. And in that same study from Stanford University, 100% of college players took Algebra 2 in their lifetime.
And this is a true fact. This is real, guys.
What do you think the correlation is between soccer and Algebra 2?
Oh, God. I would say it's pretty weak, actually. Pretty weak.
You think it's a little bit of causation or correlation?
No.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
There's any association between soccer and
No association.
There's definitely a direct association between soccer players and Algebra 2, because it's a graduation requirement.
Oh, graduation. So that might have been overlooked
yeah.
from the Stanford professors.
Yeah.
Poor on their part, if you ask me.
Coming into the final 2 minutes of the match here, you'd really like to see a winner in a game like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd be quite underwhelmed if it was a one-run draw. I really just do not think that score reflects the performance of this game, and I'm also hoping to see quite a bit of stoppage here, maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 minutes in there, just to give Sehome an opportunity, to prove their performance, which has been phenomenal this game, might I add.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And, between the injury and a couple lengthy stoppages for free kicks, you'd like to see at least a couple more minutes added on to the end of this one.
Mr. Hannock, you just came from the volleyball game. Is that over?
Yes, Sehome 1 and
3. Sehome 1 and 3.
Sehome 1 and straight.
Straight sets. A lot of volleyball down there in California also, Kainoa.
Yeah. A couple of guys from here, we got Alden Jacobs and Braddock Duckworth,
Yeah.
putting in their work down south in the colleges. And it's a great, huge volleyball scene.
Yeah, I talked to Alden the other day. He seems like he's living his best life. That's great.
Yeah, he's one of those kids where it's like you just look at him and you see Long Beach, California. So, to see him finally
So
in
how
his
far
element.
are you away from them?
I'm about 15 minutes away from both of them.
Oh, wow, that's close. Cool.
Ball played in by Ella Perry.
Is
Settled
Alden
down.
the one in the surf club?
No. Oh,
That
and that's a hard
was
challenge.
serious.
Surprising to see no call there
Wow.
from Stephen Peters.
Hoping to see Tri Mitchell get back up and on her feet again, looking like that right wrist has
She's
been bothering
tough.
her, and she is flying back. Hopefully going to make a tackle here soon.
Definitely try it.
Amaya Reed
wow.
streaking down the wing, using her pace there as we see, looking to play a ball in, which she gets off.
Great ball. Oh, the header. It was there. It was free.
Was
Oh, and that's
Number
the last
15, Kylie
play.
Ivicic.
Oh, that's a sad one to
Ball
see.
flying over, and there's a final whistle. We're looking at a 1-1
That's
draw.
it.
That's all she wrote.
Right. Well, thanks, Sehome community. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.
Signing off.
I'm out. That was exciting. That was
very good. That was thrilling.
It was thrilling. It was really good to see Kainoa.
You too.
I have some teammates down there.
Those earrings?
Yep.